Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and I'm going to be showing you here, once again, another 5 versus 5 Counter-Strike Global Offensive match. And this one is going to be game number 2 between LD50 and TiCXIS from the Go ASAP number 4. This is from Japan. We have Japanese esports going on here, and right away you will notice on this knife round, I can talk during the knife round here as they decide what side they will start on, that there is a few glitches. For example, you'll see small dots moving across the screen at various points in this cast, and we have no overview. Also, I will be using the auto director. I shall explain why. The map that these guys played on didn't exist, the version of Mirage, so I made it I tricked it into thinking that this version was their version of Mirage. Yeah, that's right. So I hacked the Gibson here, and we are severely limited. There's going to be a few visual glitches as well as no overview. So I guess my hacking skills are not up to par. So since we're watching this auto director here, I will not be controlling the camera, and it'll be difficult for us to see really what's going on the overview. But we're doing this anyway because we did game number 1, and I spent all this time to get it to actually work, so here we go. And looks like the players are waiting for the first round to start. We will return when they're ready. Oh, by the way, one more thing. There will be no owl visions. I don't want to risk it. There'll be no owl visions for this game. Alright, here we go. The teams are ready to play here, and it looks like LD50 will be playing on the terrorist side first. Keep in mind that LD50 did in fact win the first game, so they're up 1 point now. They're the ones you see as the fools there. TiCXIS Gaming behind 1. They have to win this game or it is over. Alright, so we have the bomb here coming over to go B side. Looks like all of them are setting up to go B side, sending one player as a distraction. That player is now rotating. And here's Chen and Manil. Those players all up inside of the apartments. Now going to be pushing forward. Here's Becca going to be falling back. A flash over the top by Micevic. And now the terrorists will be swarming into the site. Becca going to be holding this off very well, taking down 2 players. Here comes Marin as well, rotating. Just Micevic left. Be nice if we were watching Micevic's vision. Here is Beck to come and take him down. Good job by Beck there, getting 4 frags in that first round. So, wow, first round does go to the counter-terrorists. On this map, usually on 3rd round when this happens, terrorists will be buying. Right now, this round is all about getting a bomb plant. So, it looks like they're going to be just rushing B-side this time, sending Keith as a distraction once again. So, this is their first round strategy. They're doing it again second round. Oh, there's flies on my screen. I better get those off. A 6 and a 0 doing a merry dance. And here is Marin. And looks like terrorists are setting up to take A side now, going the underpass. The bomb has been dropped, which is interesting. Terrorists, yeah, it's been dropped. Not sure what they're planning here. The goal should be to use their silver Glocks to get in there and get the bomb planted. However, I mean, looks like they're going for picks, which is a very strange strategy. Wow, okay, there's Chen and Minnow there with a Glock. Going to be taking out Act as soon as he popped up there. Terrorists in a very bad position. No surprise. We look at the buys. We have two MP7s, a Bison, and then we have the FAMAS. Chenemino, who looks like he is going to be offing middle in this game, does just have the Glock, which he stole from the other team. So no frags. We'll see if the terrorists will decide to buy. And they do not have enough money, it doesn't look like it. I don't think that they are going to buy this time. It'll be another save round. They weren't able to get any frags. They also weren't able to get a bomb plant. If they were able to get that bomb plant or some frags, or rather a lot of frags, they had been able to buy. So they're just going to be doing an A split here. Nice smoke over the top. There is a defensive smoke from Accioni. And here come the terrorists now just running into it. They're going to get mowed down so hard. Here's Pusia from the side, pulling out the P2000 to finish off Keith. What? Impalement was standing right next to him. That was weird. And he does go down. Once again, no frags there from the Fools. From LD50, TiCXIS Gaming starting this 3 points ahead And looking very good for them. Chenamino there, able to buy his op. The counter-terrorist will be upgrading, and terrorist will be full buying. So on Mirage, it's an interesting decision to decide if your team is going to op or not. A lot of teams on CT side don't use an op, notably the Ninjas in Pajamas, the #1 team. And difficult to tell what the terrorists are planning right now. Looks like we have one person dancing by the side there. Oh, tried to pre-shoot that opper. Not going to happen. Pusia in the position down at the bottom of the ladder. Terrorists are all over the map going for picks, it looks like. Not sure what they're planning to do at this point. And I hear a whole bunch of them over at A. Looks like they are now converging on A and will be taking the site. Let's get rid of the auto director. Here's Pusia to hold it off. Those players now pushing into the site. ACT jumps down the ladder and takes out Pusia, who was trying to hold it off, and it looks like the terrorists will have the site. 2 players left. Becca and Marin have to rotate. Smoke should be going down by those terrorists. It'll be a difficult rotate, and so the counter-terrorists, it looks like they will be saving, and we can tell by that 3 flying across our screen. So Becca and Marin will be saving here. That will give 1 point to LD50. By the way, folks, this is why I don't use the auto director. And here's Misevec as well. Doesn't look like the terrorists are going to be hunting those counter-terrorists. It's a very good idea to hunt them in this situation. Counter-terrorists want to try and kill terrorists as they leave the bomb site. There they are inside of T-spawn. And ACT waiting for one to peek to go for a pick. The reason you want to hunt those guys is they'll drop those weapons. Let's check out our money. And it looks like counter-terrorists will be able to buy on this round. There they go, and they do have the op. They should pass that over to Chenamino there. And it looks like they are sitting up 2-1-2. So they got 1 player playing middle with the op, 2 playing A. One of them, of course, that's Pusia down beneath that ladder there. Accioni playing from the site. He'll be able to watch upper in the apartments. Becca playing up in apartments side B. And it looks like Marin will be playing at short B, whatever you want to call that area. Becca now camping down in the kitchen, waiting for players to push. He got that smoke down and got by, so if anybody pushes, this is a place you won't expect a player to be. Impalement already gotten picked, but it is going to be an A take here. They'll throw these smokes to block off CT spawn. Looks like there's a defensive smoke right when they threw their smokes. That's going to prevent ACT from moving out. He's a pivotal player. He needs to flash Pusia, but it doesn't look like the flash is going to go down. Vortrix, though, does get the pick. Here they go now, pushing into the site, but counter-terrorists are able to hold that off. I'll show you where those smokes are supposed to go. Should have 1 smoke pop right here to block off CT spawn, and another one here to block off the connector. You want to get it right in the middle, and then you're able to take the site. You only really have to deal with 1 person at that time, unless one is playing inside of the site, which it looks like these players are, and you'll have to deal with 2 players. And then the players who are rotating, they're not going to push through the smoke. That would be a bad idea. All right, here's Becca to hold off a push here. Terrorists are buying once again. Now it looks like those players will be pushing into the site. Here they go now, taking the bomb site. There's Marin below to hold this off. Looks like terrorists are in a pretty good position here. And if we check out the money at this point, looks like if the terrorists lose, they will have to save. If we do have rotating counter-terrorists, doesn't look good here for TiCXIS at this point. Terrorists will be taking this back. It looks like it might be a little bit of a comeback there. The 2 buy rounds there have gone 1-1. And this is the 3rd buy round, which will determine the economic momentum. And it looks like terrorists will win. Counter-terrorists will be rotating back and saving. Terrorists not going to be running after them. So check out the money now. In a position where the counter-terrorists might have to save. 2 of them do have enough money to buy. And terrorists are leaving. Accioni could have gone for a pick there. Oh, he could still get it from middle. Interesting that these counter-terrorists are not. And he did go for it. He does go down. Not sure why he jumped all the way out there. Misevec taking him down quite easily. And if we check out the money, it looks like counter-terrorists will be buying once again. And we're going into a very delicate round here where the loser might have to save. Of course, the save round is a lose. Alright. LD50 doing pretty good at this point. Looks like they are sending 3 players over B side, 2 over at A side, one of them inside of the apartments. It looks like they are going for picks this time. And there is Micevic. Interesting to note here that Spiffy no longer exists. Where's Spiffy? I don't see him. I think his name is now ACT. It is worth noting, I did all the research, you people told me that Spiffy's name was actually Baka Akoto. Which I will not say correctly, but that is what you guys told me it was. Spiffy is no longer with us, though. And there's Spiffy taking out Chenaminal there. Looks like they will be taking bomb site A. We'll be doing a split on it. Great shot! Taking out Pusia there. And they will be taking the site Marin to rotate to prevent these players from coming through the connector. Takes out 2 of them, which is pretty good. Just going to be back left, 1 versus 2. Terrorists have position inside of the site. Bomb should get planted at any second. Now going to be a 1 versus 1. Micevic versus Becca. And he will be planting that bomb here. Becca moving in for the kill. Now it is going to be... Whoa! Shoots him through the wall. Great shot by Becca. Taking down Micevic. He is celebrating quite a bit before defusing. There's some bad manners. Haven't seen bad manners in Counter-Strike Global Offensive just yet. Showboating, flag on the field, and Becca wins, and rightfully so, is able to celebrate by hopping around the map. He shot that player through the wall. I think he was able to see his shoulders sticking out there, or a gun or something like that. Very nice job, and he does take that point for TiCXIS. And LD50, the Fools, at 2 points, are trailing. Of course, this is a slightly counter-terrorist-sided map. It's actually a very even map, one of the most even maps around. So still not out of it yet. And since we don't have an Owl Vision, I'm going to throw up some statistics on the board there and show you the percentage that the Fools have of winning the game based on pros. There you have it. Vortex gets a pick. Here is Impalement inside of the apartments, going for picks. And Pusia to intercept him. He doesn't know about this player who has gone up the ladder. He can go up the ladder very quietly. Beck, right around the corner, is able to take out ACT. Looking good for these players. Pusia now still up in his position. Vortex at middle. Keith now. Haven't seen this name before. Moving into the site, easily takes out Pusia, who has always been in that position. Vortex with a nicely placed AK-47 shot, a gray-silver AK-47. Once again, just Becca, who is the player who plays B. He's the slowest to rotate, so now it's 1 versus 3, and it looks like he will be going for it. We see him moving into the site very timidly, checking all of the obvious spots. If you're a player, watch where he's looking. He's checking out those obvious spots. Bomb timer ticking down. Doesn't really have time. Whoa! Great shot! Somehow takes out Keith and Micevic, who jumped at him, and Vortex gets the last pick there. Vortex with 3 kills for that half. Nice try there by Becca once again. Let's check out the kills. He's at 11 and 2. If, I mean, Overwatch would have caught that and said, hey, that ain't legit, because we saw him shoot 2 players at once and sort of flick between them when he only knew where one of them was. And Akione goes down. Looks like terrorists will be just pushing A. Counter-terrorists have to save, and it looks like LD50 going to be coming back. Great shot by Beck. What is this? Craziness going on there. Let's get Overwatch on that guy just to make sure. Now at 2 versus 2 somehow, and counter-terrorists were saving. Terrorists now do have the weapon advantage. Counter-terrorists want to try and grab some weapons. Here's a P250 on this player. His teammate does have a P2000, and doesn't look like much is going to happen there. Now just a P2000, 1 versus 2. I don't think it's going to happen. Marin versus the world. Whoa! Great shot there, taking out Vortex, but then he does go down. Nice shot with that P2000. TiCXIS Gaming, 5 points now to 4 points here from LD50, who are coming back. Let's check out that money. Counter-terrorists will be able to buy this time, but they're once again doing a double save. We've seen the Japanese teams, or maybe just TiCXIS, do this double save thing. Not very good money management there. You do lose 2 rounds when you do that. A team should never have to double save if they're playing the game right. Let's get back on our auto director here. Pusia does get a pick there with the P250 on the double save. Is able to liberate an AK-47. Terrorists now will be rotating and taking bomb site B. Here they are now. Micevic leading the charge with a Galil. Looks like they're just going to be pushing into the site. TiCXIS does over-rotate, so I don't think there's anybody watching this. We don't see anybody with the X-ray inside of B site. Terrorists will be able to take this very easily. This is quite a mistake. This is just absolutely Bush League stuff going on here. Smokes are down. Terrorists have the site. It is going to be a very, very difficult retake here. And TiCXIS Gaming, who is doing their double save, has 1 AK-47 between them, is not able to prevent those players from moving into bomb site B. It looks like they were just stacking and saying, all right, if they go A, we'll have a chance. We'll just give them B. But the fools, LD50 here, good enough with their game sense to figure out what site they're in, so that sort of strategy is not going to work. And the bomb will explode. Pusia waiting for this player to leave the site. We'll see if he's able to land a good P250 shot. And not going to happen. Micevic takes him down. 3 frags there. He is at 8 and 7, so MVP thus far is Beck. Score is all tied up. It's an even match thus far, but keep in mind here, if LD50 wins this, then TiCXIS will lose, and we'll have to go home empty-handed, or with whatever the consolation prize is. And there is a smoke. Let's watch where that smoke goes quickly. There it is, bouncing over the top, right into the middle. And it looks like terrorists will just be pushing at the bomb site here. That was a fail smoke if I ever saw one. Now pushing into the site. Taking those players down. Looking good. Looks like terrorists do have the site. Counter-terrorists who were able to buy that time, not able to make anything happen here. And they have completely lost their lead. For the first time now in this match, LD50 is ahead. They have 1 point ahead of TiCXIS Gaming. They, of course, are on the terrorist side, so they are quite ahead. TiCXIS Gaming falling further behind. What they have to save once again. It looks like they will be saving once again. We saw 3 save rounds in such a short period of time. Not very good money management here from TiCXIS. And Pusia trying to push with the P250. Difficult weapon to use. Terrorists made some noise over at A. Will be rotating now and taking bomb site B. Keith going middle. Will be taking out Marin pretty soon, more than likely. Let's get on Keith. And there's Marin. Looking good. Terrorists now have taken middle. They can go anywhere from here. 1 minute left. There is one player at middle waiting for them. Counter-terrorists have to make something happen. Terrorists can play as slowly as they want. They do have such a huge advantage because of the weapon advantage. And they will now be pushing into the site. There's Beck. Whole bunch of terrorists moving forward to take him down. ACT does it. Or ACT. And that's that. 1 player left. 1 versus 5. Has to ace it with a P250. It has been done before. But not this time. ACT takes him down through the wall. And that is going to be that. TiCXIS Gaming started with a lead and now is falling further and further behind. Let's check out the money this time. Terrorists are well stashed up. They got tons of money. Counter-terrorists starting to lose a whole bunch of rounds in a row. Not sure if the blue shell effect is in effect in Japan. That's weird. Accidentally hit that button. Alright. There's a defensive smoke to prevent these players from pushing into the site. And Beck does go down. So now terrorists could rotate. They know that 1 player is down there over at B side. Here's Impalement still moving forward at A. Counter-terrorists looks like they are over-rotating just because of 1 frag. Spreading themselves out quite thin. Terrorists, of course, will be taking this site. Oh, nice shot there by Micevic taking out Marin. Boom, headshot. Pucia waiting for impalement. Now just a 1 versus 1 over at this bomb site, but bomb will be planted at B. TiCXIS not able to rotate well enough to deal with that. And Pucia takes out impalement, so the ace in the hole there over there. Impalement is down. All terrorists now inside of bomb site B defending. And it looks like we have a good retake attempt here. Now a 2 versus 2. Does Pucia left? 1 versus 2, but he does go down. Not able to control the spray well enough. And TiCXIS Gaming falling further behind. LD50 at 8 points. Check out that money. Oh, look at how low counter-terrorists are once again. If they lose this, they might have to save again. And there is the smoke to take out the middle position. Will be Chen and Manel. They are not going to be using an AWP, but that is because they do not have money. The smoke did miss, by the way. Let's point this out. That smoke didn't help. Smoke does absolutely nothing for those terrorists unless they're planning to do a sneaky let's go underpass into A, but that is not going to happen. Sorry, Instinct there to check the overview to see if that's what they're trying to do. And terrorists are getting picked this time. Here's Spiffy. Spiffy is dead. So picks going down around the map. Looks like TiCXIS relying on their shooting abilities there. And wow, absolutely rolled there. TiCXIS coming back, rolling LD50. No frags on TiCXIS. Alright, moving on to the next round here. We'll check out what terrorists are going to try and do here right at the start. Is a round where both teams are able to buy. They're moving quite heavily over here to A side. We see the smokes coming over. It is going to be a rush A, and here they come now, pushing out very quickly. Here is Vortex in a forward position. Akioni holding it off here from under the ladder position. Terrace not able to push into the site. Maizevet comes in from the other position to kill rotators. Goes down, only able to take down one player. Now just impalement left. 1 versus 3. They know where he is. 19 health left. A stone's throw from death. He just wants to take out one more player before dying. Takes out 1. Takes out 2. Now a 1 versus 1 against Marin. Both players at 19 health. Evened up, but Marin takes him down through the wall. That is the half. It ends now quite even. TiCXIS able to push it back to 7 points. And we will be moving on to the second half here. Wow. Great job there. Alright, here we go now, the second half. We saw what happened last time TiCXIS got on the terrorist side. They weren't able to push anywhere, and they lost so many rounds in a row on Nuke. So we'll see if the same thing happens here. If we see if we get a repeat of first game. It's even, pretty much, let's say it's even here at the half. Alright, we do have these pistolers. We'll be doing a split B on the first round. This is actually very nice. They're able to make it all the way, but Vortex just one-shoots that player, holding it off. And, oh wow, Spiffy owning noobs here. Here's Akioni moving into the site. Chenemino as well. They are committing to this push. Has to run up and do a dodge this. Pulls a trigger right on the side of Spiffy's head and takes him out. Agent Smith is dead. Mr. Anderson. That was a weird reference. That was very weird. Alright, moving on to the next round here. Looks like pistol round does go to LD50. 2 pistol round wins is huge. Generally means that that team is going to win. They did win on the terrorist side. Actually, wait, they lost that. Never mind. We do have a Mag 7 waiting for these players to push here. Check out where these players are going to be waiting. Not really sure what they're planning. Nobody's going to push. It'd be very unwise to push. If that buy zoner there, that is going to be Keith with the buy zone. Waiting for these players. TiCXIS not doing anything. You'd have to be a noob to push against terrorists, but looks like that's what they were waiting for. Now going to be pushing into bomb site A. Doing a pretty good job. We have a liberated buy zone. That player pre-shooting underneath the ladder, but there is nobody there. Impalement moves in and cleans up the rest. That is going to be that. TiCXIS falling behind. And it looks like they will have to, they could buy. If they wanted to, they could buy. But they will be saving, doing a P250 once again. And looks like they're setting up to go B side. Alright, here's Mysavek to hold off that one player. Are going to be pre-nading it. And here is Vortrix to hold off the players to take B site. His mere presence prevents them from pushing. They are pre-shooting at his position, but he is not there. Waiting for these guys to push once again. Here they come now. Going to be duck walking. That's interesting. Accioni there. Oh, no. Takes him down. There's Pusia up in the apartments. Jumping over the top. Whoa, nice shot there. Able to take that FAMAS. Now 3 versus 4. This is a round they should have lost right out. But looks like they are coming back. Bomb is over at A side. Pusia is the distraction. Here they come now. Moving into A site. Counter-terrorists have over-rotated. Great shot by Marin. Will be planting that bomb. Pusia's job now is to kill rotators. Turns his back. Mysavek takes him down with the Mag 7. Now going to have to be a hold-off here. We have a liberated M4. Not going to happen. Spiffy moves in and takes them down. 3 frags there. Will be defusing that bomb. Very nice retake. And will be showboating a little bit with his defuse. That was not a mistake. Screwing around. And they will win. Looking very good here for LD50. Look at our score. They've won the first 3 rounds. Now will be a bye. And going to be opping T-side. This is very strange. TiCXIS using an op. Where are they going to put this guy? He can easily get smoked out here. So I'm not sure what he's playing. There's the smoke. Pushes forward through it and then just dies. I don't know what was going on there. Alright, Cheris. Looks like they're committing to this A push. No, falling back. Marin gets a pick though. And here's Beck going for picks. A flash hits him in the face. Now a 2 versus 3. Still in a winnable position for these terrorists. Counter-terrorists know where they are, know that they're committing to this. Another flash there. They're continuing to make noise, so they know they haven't rotated. Oh, nice shot by Pusia. Now a 2 versus 2. And Becca takes them down. They will be planting that bomb. There are the smokes. They both smoked the same position, which is unfortunate. That CT spawn is now exposed. Vortrix, though, jumps on top of the box. Not going to help him, though. Terrorists do win. TiCXIS taking that point in the first buy round there. Looking good for them. They buy another op. We'll see where they plan to use this thing. Op T-side Mirage. I don't know where this could be useful. Looks like they're sitting it in the same position. This must be a strategy that they've planned out and that they've found to work. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. And does get the pick off of Mysavek. That was the point of that op, is to get the player who pushes over there to that connector ramp position and take him down before he gets there. If you get in a spawn for it, you see they threw that op to the player who was close enough to deal with that. Alright, terrorists set up all around bomb site A. Looks like they're gonna push in here and just take it. Now looking very bad for the counter-terrorists. Oh, Keith, nice job. And here's Spiffy to hold off the middle. Taking down 2 players there. Just Pusia left. That was evened out quite quickly. Both of those counter-terrorists are in the middle position. Bomb, though. Pusia has to go get it. And Vortrix waiting for him. Not able to shoot that player down. Saw a lot of his shots go up and to the left, not controlling the spray well enough. And ACT takes him down. That looked like a round that TiCXIS was going to win. They had the positional advantage. They had A, they had a pick, they had everything, but somehow the bomb got dropped somewhere else. It got dropped middle or B or something. If they just brought the bomb A and pushed in and took it, they would have had a chance. But unfortunately, they did not. And of course, smoke out the position. If they just did a standard A tank, would have been great for them. So this is a round where they have to save. Do not have enough money to buy what they would like, and those smokes delaying the player literally by hitting him. And here we go. Here is the mow down. Vortrix taking down 3 of them. Pusia gets a kill though. Good on him, but he is dead. He's definitely MVP there for the terrorists on T side. Becca doing a great job first half for his team. And we have Spiffy and Micevic. Look at that, man. 23 frags in this game. Let's get on our... Okay. That was the auto director. I was trying to get on our owl cam. Not going to happen. Here comes Marin. And TiCXIS setting up to take B. And it's kind of hard to figure out what the strategies are when you don't have the overview. You're not able to watch what's happening and you're stuck on this auto director. But here the TiCXIS now just committing to this push. Very nice shooting there. That was some excellent shooting. And Pusia left. Oh, a great headshot. Now a 2 versus 2. TiCXIS are low. Not sure why he ran out into the middle. Bomb is dropped in a strange position. Looks like, I don't know what that was. What were they doing with the bomb? That was weird. And that's not the standard bomb plant. Let me show you the best bomb plant position in my opinion as we fly through the map. If you plant the bomb right here, you can only plant on the red, by the way, which is why this map is awesome to design it so you can tell where you can plant. If you plant it right here, nobody can shoot you while you're planting. If you plant here, somebody can see you from there. If you plant a little bit more over here, someone can see you there. They were trying to plant right here, but you can see them from the door there, and they were getting shot through the wall. So right here is the best bomb plant position. Nobody can shoot you while you're planting. So we have saving TiCXIS this time. We'll be pushing here. I want to see the mow down here from Vortrix, and he does go down. So just going to be Spiffy to deal with this. And they are planning in that weird position again and get shot through the wall like I explained. And here comes Spiffy, Act, taking that player down. All the terrorists are dead. They will be defusing that. But the point of that was just to get that bomb defused. The Fools now at a match point. This means that, or the Fools, I keep calling them that because they called themselves that. LD50, match point now, 15 points. TiCXIS Gaming has to buy out for the rest of this. They got some money. And they are going for this op, a T-side Mirage again. But it looks very bleak for them. Statistically, it is difficult for them to come back and win. They have to push this thing into an overtime, and then they have to win the next game as well. So, looking bleak. Let's see if they can make an epic comeback here. And now the op is useless. The timing to kill that one player crossing is gone. The op is useless. No one's going to peek there. It would be very unfortunate if a counter-terrorist did peek there. No one is going to peek there. So, not sure what the plan is at this point. TiCXIS Gaming. We do have a player there waiting for him right to the left. Oh my, not checking your corners. Let's get on this op. Hopefully there's a frag. Oh, gets a flash to the face. Not looking good for TiCXIS. I think this is going to be it. The final nail in the coffin. And looking very bleak. Unconnected is an ominous sign. Flashing over the top. Looks like they are just going to go out in a blaze of glory. Remember the Alamo taking players down, trying to take the site. No smoke for CT spawn. And they do have a smoke left, I think. There's the smoke for CT spawn. The other smoke clears. They do have the site. 1 versus 2. 1 versus 1 is going to be up to that Opera now, who does have 2 frags, so maybe the Op was worth it. Sneaking through the smoke now. 1 versus 1 for the win. Match point. And player does have 20 health left. Oh, he knows where he is now. And that is going to be that counter-terrorist win. LD50 wins the GOASAP number 4. Thank you folks very much for watching. It was lots of fun to watch Japanese esports here. If you're from another country, you'd like to send me some games. How about China? How about Australia? How about something like that? Go for it. I'm TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.